And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting Saturday Night Winestream and another exciting episode of Drink with Rick. I'm Rick. Tonight, we're going to have a special event. And with that special event, I've chosen a specific wine to pair it with. Now, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to officially premiere the movie Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. This was a film that my friends and I made back in 1992. This is the 31st anniversary of the film, and it has been digitized and fixed up a little bit, and we're going to present it tonight. It's going to be done in segments, in 5 segments, with a little bit of discussion in between. So I hope you'll join in the chats tonight for that, and I hope you enjoy the film. We'll be pairing it with a Chianti tonight. This is we're going to open up a Chianti. I searched around for a nice wine to have specifically with this film, and I think I found one. I don't know. It was recommended, but we'll see how it tastes and see how it works with the movie. Also, I do have a couple of light foods to pair it with tonight, so we'll see how it works with that. We don't have a coffee tonight to pair it with. I'm trying to keep this. We have a packed show with this film. This film is 50 minutes long in its entirety. It's a feature film. So we've got plenty going on with that. So maybe a coffee next week or during our Thanksgiving episode. Look, if you're joining me for the first time or the 227th time, because this is the 227th episode of Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Winestream. This is, of course, a stream of consciousness kind of show. Now, I do have my show notes. They're right here as always, but we don't follow them verbatim. Now, tonight we have the movie, but you know what we have also are the chats. And Tom Antio's in the chat right now on Twitch, and he says, hi, and I'm hi right back at you, Tom Antio. It's good to see you here. Tell all your friends, bring them all into the chats. Maybe we'll do a giveaway or two tonight if we can in between the film, if we get a lot of people in there, a lot of engagement, particularly on Twitch, yeah. And I'm just checking on the chats right now. Anyway, so once again, this is a stream of consciousness kind of show, and we rely on the chats. I'm here to entertain you, but the show isn't about me. It's somewhat about the wine. Tonight, it's a lot about the movie, I guess, but it's really about you and me getting together on a Saturday night with our favorite libations, our favorite snacks, whatever they are, just kicking back and having a great time, forgetting about the worries of the week, the worries of the day, and just having a good time. And I think we all need it because we're approaching the holidays, and you know it's pretty tough out there in the world right now. So this is just a nice little break, and just get a chance to sort of clear our heads and just forget about all the other stuff going on, and just get together with old friends, meet new friends, and just have a good time. Now, you can get in the chats, and I'll tell you where you can get in the chats. Actually, I'll show you where you can get the chats for those who can see the stream live. There we go. We can get the chats live on our Facebook page. The Facebook page is Drink with Rick. It's facebook.com/Drink with Rick. You can also go to the YouTube channel. YouTube channel is youtube.com/@drinkwithrick. Twitch is twitch.tv/drinkwithrick, and the number 1, all one word. And then we have Odyssey. Odyssey is odyssey.com/drinkwithrick, and the number 7. I don't know how they came up with that URL, but that's what it is. So there you go. We're not streaming on Twitter, but you can get on Twitter and subscribe on Twitter and that is twitter.com @drinkwithrick. That's what we've got going on there. Now, of course, you can also subscribe to the show. If you can't watch now or you can't watch later, you can subscribe to the podcast anytime. Drink with Rick. And the podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, podcastindex.org, blueberry.com, TuneIn, Deezer, and, of course, via RSS. Now, if you click on this little button that says by email, click on the little button here, and you put your email address in the box on the page that pops up, you will get the latest episode of Drink with Rick, the podcast, as soon as it drops, and no salesman will call. It's just for the podcast. By the way, let me refresh this page for just a minute. There we go. This is tonight's episode, as you can see. Now, you can also, we don't have a live chat going on the website, but if you go to this episode of Drink with Rick, tonight's episode is Chianti from Italy and a Space Apes movie, you scroll down, you'll get a little comment box down below, somewhere down there. It's down there. Trust me, it's down there. There it is. Comment box, put your comments in that comment box, and you will get, I'll get them and I will respond in kind. It won't be tonight, won't be right away, but it'll be eventually, and then I can read them on the next episode or so if you can do that. But that's what that's all about. Also, you can, I almost forgot about that, didn't I? You can buy me coffee up here. If you like, you can buy me coffee, or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever. You can, I just got rid of that screen, didn't I? Let's go back to the page there. Okay, I think we're there. There we go. You can buy me a coffee, and 2 or 3 or whatever, and this will help support the show. It really doesn't. Basically, it goes to helping to pay for the prizes that we give away on the show. That's pretty much it. But feel free to do that. You can like and subscribe and follow in all these different venues if you want. It's not a requirement, but if you like, you can do that. If you like the show, please help support the show. And you can really support the show even more than buying me a coffee. You can support the show by just liking, subscribing, and hit the bell button and all that other stuff there and all those venues. And it's much, much appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's get on with the show, right? So tonight, let me show you what we have to serve tonight. This is called Castiglioni, and this is a Chianti. This is a Frescobaldi, I guess that's how it's pronounced. This is a wine from Italy. Here's the back of the wine. I will read the back of it to you, what I can read, because some of it's in Italian, but I think they have the translation down below. I'll skip the Italian and go right with the English translation. Castiglioni Chianti 2020. Castiglioni Chianti entices with notes of wild berries and fresh flowers and is immediately rewarding. Elegant, smooth, it is ideal for both red and white meat dishes as well as for medium-aged cheeses. This is a red wine product of Italy. I was trying to... It's Frescobaldi. Bottled by Frescobaldi. I was starting to read the next line there a little bit. Firenze, Italia, and Pontesieve. I don't know how to pronounce that. And it is 13% ABV in this 750 milliliter bottle. From Italy, Castiglioni. I think it's pronounced Castiglioni. Castiglioni. Yeah, okay. I have Italian blood in me, but my Italian is the language is not so good. Not really. My English is sometimes not so great either. So that's what we've got for the wine, and this is what we have to pair it with. It's a very simple dish tonight because my lovely wife she took the night off. But this is what we have. We have a couple of cheeses that we're going to pair it with. And there's a slice of pumpkin pie in there. We might pair the pie with the pies go good with wine. Nothing wrong with that. So that's what we have to pair it with. All right, let me get to the chats for just a moment and see what's going on there. And it looks like we're live pretty much everywhere we can be live right now. And it took me a few moments to get, I was a little late getting started here, but that was primarily because, I'm on the wrong camera. There we go. I had a few last minute glitches. I had a couple of things I had to take care of at the last minute, but they're taken care of, and we're live everywhere where we can be, and that's all good. All right, so let's get to opening this bottle of wine, and we're going to start off with the foil cutter, and cut that foil off there. There we go, and that has a nice little insignia on it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me go back to the other camera. Might be able to see it better here. Oh, there we go. Nice little insignia on it. I think that's supposed to represent the Castiglioni Frescobaldi, the winery. Okay. Let me see. What do I need now is my decorker. I need my mechanical corkscrew. I like to call my decorker so they can uncork, or as I like to say, decork the wine. Wow, this is a tough cork. This is a tough cork to get into. There we go. Wow. It's a nice looking cork, though. It must be genuine cork. Not that artificial cork stuff that they use more and more these days. All right, so I have the bottle open. Now it is time to, which camera am I on? This one. All right, now it's time to put the aerator in, and I don't see any displacement there, so we're good. And to hold the grape nectar, I have my genuine Galway Irish crystal glass given to me by my employers at BuyToWayRadios.com. And to hold the glass full of grape nectar, I have my trusty official, this is the official Drink with Rick coaster. Yes. And it's none the worse for wear. It is getting worse for wear all the time. So let's just pour a little bit in there. Let's pour just a little bit in there and get things going. All right. Let's set that aside. And, of course, you know what it's time for now, right? It's time for the swirl. And I need to have my swirl music going. So here comes the swirl music, a.k.a. more cowbell. There we go. There we go. Do it in a nice swirl. More cowbell. All right. There we go. And, I can smell the aromas. All right, so let's get that swirl going, and we'll get the wine. That aerates the wine. It helps to get the oxygen flowing in there. And then let's set it aside for just a moment and let it breathe. And while it's breathing, let's learn a little bit more about this wine. So I checked around online, and this is where I found it. Here's what happened. I knew that I was going to be premiering Space Apes tonight, the film. And I thought, well, I just don't want any wine to go with this movie. This is a special event. I mean, 31 years since we initially showed this film to our film club, and then we shelved it for a long time. 31 years. And here we are showing it tonight. Now, yes, I did show it a couple of times in the post-show, which most people later on did not see. Only the ones tuning in to the shows itself and stuck around for it got to see those post shows. But that was not distributed anywhere else after the show. Tonight, this is an actual premiere here on the Winestream. And I've got more to say about that in a little bit, but let's say for now, let's just go ahead and continue with my story about how I picked out this wine, because I am digressing as usual. So I was looking for the perfect wine, or close to the perfect wine, to pair with the movie. And I wanted to try something new, something different, something I had not tried before that I can recall anyway. So I went to I wanted to go somewhere where there was the largest selection of wines possible for me to choose from. And of course, that would be in our area, none other than, Trader Joe's. There are a lot of wines there, a lot of wines at Wine Store, winestore-online.com, a lot of wines in a lot of the places that I go to, the local supermarket, that sort of thing. But I wanted a vast selection of wines, the largest selection I could find to choose a wine from. And I wound up going to Total Wine, the local Total Wine, because they have a huge selection of wine, and they have some very helpful people there to help you choose a wine. And I was talking with Seth. I don't know if he's watching now, but I was talking with Seth, and he's very knowledgeable about his wines, and he was also very, very helpful, extremely helpful, and he showed me around a lot of different wines to try. And in the end, I saw this Chianti, and I said, you know what? I think that's what I want to do. I want to pair this with a Chianti. And he had some great suggestions. But in the end, I decided to go with the Chianti here. So that's what we're doing tonight. By the way, shout out to Seth. Thank you very much for your assistance there in my search for a great wine to pair with this movie. And hopefully this will be one. All right, so we've got this in place. The wine's ready to go. And I do need to let you know that I checked around for information on this wine. There's a lot of information on it online. I checked on the Vivino. They give it a 3.8 star rating out of 3,100 ratings. That's a lot of ratings. And apparently, according to Vivino, it's featured in top 25 Italian Chianti wines in California right now, among top 7% of all wines in the world. And this is the 2020 vintage that we're talking about, which is what we're trying tonight. They give it a median price of $19.92. To be honest, I didn't even look at any of these things. Just glancing at some of these, it looks like it's fairly well liked. So that's encouraging. That's very encouraging. Now, what I did do, I went to Wine Searcher, find out if I paid a decent price for it. Wine Searcher had it listed, the 2020 vintage, and it's a median price of $15, and they give it 3.5 stars from 3 user ratings. And they're listing the wines on average. Some of the prices were Empire Wine in New York, $9.95. Market View Liquor in New York, $9.99. Sal's Beverage World in Illinois, $13.99. These are all for the 750 milliliter bottles. Stars Wines and Liquors, New York, $14.99. Wine.com, $16.99. By the way, these are all excluding sales tax. It's before the sales tax. Saratoga Wine Exchange in New York, $17.64. Most of these, Wine.com in California, $203.88 for a case. Okay, so it comes out to $16.99 per bottle. The Wine Connection in San Diego is $228 per case, or $19 a bottle. So those are the median prices across the country that I could find. Now here's what I paid for it, because I went to Total Wine, and I have the receipt right here. What I paid for the 750 milliliter bottle of this Castiglioni Chianti, I paid $13.99. Yes, $13.99. Okay, so not a bad deal. I think it's it seems like a decent median price there. I think it's below what both Wine Searcher and Vivino had it for listed for. So I think I may have gotten a good buy on this. Of course, it depends on how it tastes. So let's go ahead and taste it. Let me check the chats one more time just to see how the chats are going. Good. We can go ahead and taste this wine. And Tom, how you doing tonight, by the way? We do have a little bit of a glitch. I'm not on Odyssey. I set this to go up at 10 o'clock, or just a little bit after, and it's still not active yet because apparently when I set up this thing, somehow it went to 11 o'clock to start the stream instead of 10. So those who are waiting to watch the show on Odyssey, you still have an 18-minute wait before it kicks in, and then you're going to kick in the middle of the show. But hopefully you'll get to see the whole film tonight. Anyway, let me go ahead and give this a little bit of a whiff, and we'll give it a little bit of a swirl. We've done the swirl. I haven't had any wine yet, by the way. I'm just excited. I'm excited to start to show you this film tonight. All right, let's give it a little whiff. Lots of cherry on the nose. And, yeah. Smells a little, I smell a little vanilla too. Cherry and vanilla. Let's give it a taste. Not surprisingly, Chianti and lots of cherry. And yes, I'm tasting some vanilla. Cherry and vanilla. I'm getting a little hint of strawberry too, actually. This is a wine with some medium tannin, a little bit on the stronger side for the tannin, but this is a dry wine. Chiantis are dry wines, and this is a little more tannic than. Well, actually, it's all right. It's settling down a little bit. This is a medium-bodied wine. It's not bold. It's not light. It's kind of medium-bodied, and it's also, it's not a heavy wine at all. And which is, a lot of Chiantis are not. But I've had some Chiantis that are a little less tannic than this. This is not, real tannic, but it's still kind of medium tannins, I guess. But it is dry. I like it though. It's a pleasant, easy drinking Chianti, and I do love Chiantis. I like Chiantis. It comes from growing up in a household where my parents, especially my dad, that was one of his favorite wines, and he served a lot of Chianti. He loved Chiantis, and I can see why. I kind of grew up with it, and I always liked it. I always liked good Chianti, and I still do. I'd say this seems like a pretty good one. It seems fairly well balanced, and it also seems fairly well matured. 2020, I think it's. This one's a good, easy drinking wine. I like this. It does have a long finish too. It has a very nice, long, very smooth finish to it. This is a wine that's somewhat matured. I think that's good. But it's not. Did I say 13% on ABV? I did. So it's really. Pretty nice. I like this because this is a kind of wine that I can taste more of the fruit and the spices and the alcohol. And it has a little bit of spice to it. I can't really pick it out right now. Little oakiness to it, not unexpected. Yeah, it's kind of oaky. But, strawberry and cherry and a little bit of vanilla. That's what I'm tasting. Pretty good. I like it so far. Very nice. We're going to have some more. I think this is going to be a good wine to pair with this movie. But I tell you what, let's go ahead and try pairing it with the food. All right, so this is what we have to pair it with tonight. I think this should go good with pretty much everything on this plate. Not a whole lot on the plates. I don't know if that's saying too much. Let's try it with a Trader Joe's double cream Gouda first. I like the double cream Gouda, Trader Joe's. Now I think it'll work with this. It's nice and creamy, as always. And this is a fairly smooth Chianti, actually. Yeah. Oh, and it has a little twinge of sweetness with the Gouda. The wine itself is not, it's a dry wine, but when I mix it with the Gouda, it adds a little bit of sweetness to the mix. I like that. A little, just a little bit. You know. Let's clear the palate a little bit. And let's go back to camera 3. Camera 3, we have, oh wow, this should go pretty well with this Chianti. This is the Unexpected Cheddar with Parm. This is a cheddar cheese. Unexpectedly, though, it has some Parmesan in it. Whatever didn't fall on the floor. Oh. It's a good cheese, by the way. Let's see if it pairs well with the wine. Oh, yeah. The cheddar works pretty well. Fairly smooth. And a little, once again, a little bit of sweetness with it. But it's the Parmesan, the little bits of Parmesan in there that really kind of pop a little bit with this wine. I like that very much. Very good. So overall, I think that's a pretty good pairing. We'll try it with the pumpkin later, maybe in between one of the segments of the film. But before we get to the film, of course, we do have tonight the national days. Let's toast the national days, shall we? Before we do that, let me check the chats and see how things are going in the chats. We got folks watching. Please feel free to jump into the chats and say hi and tell me how you're doing. And tell me what you're drinking or not drinking, or would you like to see me drinking? And if I can afford a bottle of it, and if I can find it, I'll see if I can obtain one and try it out. Give it a fair and honest review. All right, we're good there. Let's get to the national days. We do have a few national days to toast, not a whole lot. It's kind of a light night for the national days, but there are a few worth mentioning. Today, November 18th, 2023, is European Antibiotic Awareness Day. There you go. You should be aware of antibiotics. I'll drink to that. It's also, the Saturday before Thanksgiving is also National Adoption Day. It's National Adoption Day, so I will drink to that. It's also National Vichyssoise Day. Did you know that it's National Vichyssoise Day? Well, it is. Have you ever had Vichyssoise? I don't remember if I have or not. What the hey, I'll drink to it. Why not? National Vichyssoise Day. By the way, all of these national days are courtesy of nationaldaycalendar.com. National Day Calendar is Marlo Anderson's site. He is the CEO and curator of all these national days. So, Marlo, thank you very much. nationaldaycalendar.com. Today is also National Princess Day. Yes, it is National Princess Day. I have a princess. I have two princesses. One of them is a four-legged princess that runs around the house. At least she seems to think she's a princess. We all tell her she's one, or I tell her she's one all the time. A little four-legged one. Her name's Amber, and she's a sweetheart. But yeah, she is kind of a little princess around here. Anyway, here's to National Princess Day. I'll drink to that. Now, one more day. Do we need to? I don't know if we even really need to acknowledge it. Today is Mickey Mouse's birthday. Yes, it is. Believe it or not, it is Mickey Mouse's birthday. I don't have anything for that. Here's something for a mouse. Mickey Mouse's birthday. Okay. November 18th is when Mickey Mouse was born. Or maybe that was when Steamboat Willie was that when Steamboat Willie was, that was the first Mickey Mouse film? First Walt Disney sound, no, that was the first Mickey Mouse sound film, as a matter of fact, too. Sound cartoon. Walt had done one called Flowers and Trees. It was a sound film. But Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie is the first Mickey Mouse cartoon that had sound. So there you go. But Mickey Mouse, I guess he was born on November 18th. So there you go. Here's the Mickey Mouse's birth. Why am I toasting a mouse? Why not? Why not? All right, November 19th, which is tomorrow, but it will be today in an hour and 9 minutes. Hour 9 minutes. It is National Play Monopoly Day. I've done that. Our family's done that. We have a Monopoly board, Monopoly game. We don't play it much anymore. National Play Monopoly Day. Why not? I'll drink to that. It's also National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day. Yes, National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day.
Oh, great.
If you can believe that. All right, here's the National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day. Also, and here it is. Here's the big one. Here's the big one. Yes, it is. Tomorrow is National Toilet Day. I'm serious. It's I hit the wrong button. It's supposed to be the drum roll. It's World Toilet Day is what it is. So tomorrow, which will be today in another hour and 8 minutes, is World Toilet Day. I'll drink to that. Why not? There are people that say the world is going down into the toilet, but we're not going to comment on that. I had to throw it in because, it's World Toilet Day. I don't know. It seems to me that, toilets are a touchy subject with us right now. We have a toilet that's out of commission right now downstairs. A whole bathroom that's out of commission. We're having to fix that up and make some major repairs. We had to pull that toilet out. Here's a toilet story for you. As if anybody needs one. Toilet story. When we were having our downstairs floor redone some years ago, my wife and I said, let's do something really nice in that little half bath downstairs, the little powder room bathroom. So we went out and shopped around. I think we were at Lowe's or Home Depot, one of the two. Doesn't matter. For the sake of the story, we're at one of those stores, and we were looking at all the toilets, and a lot of toilets, they kind of look the same. They function basically the same, right? Or they're supposed to. Well, we came across a toilet that really caught our eye, and I'm not a person who don't shop around for toilets every day, but this one caught our eye. Who knew that shopping for toilets could be exciting? Because we saw this toilet and we thought, hey, that's kind of an exciting looking toilet, because this one had a skirt around. Most toilets, they have the little, they have the base, and then you've got the two bolts there, one on either side of the base there, hold it down, and it's just, they're typically the same. This one had a skirt around it, so you hide all that stuff. It was this big, nice skirt that went around this toilet, and it looked really sleek and modern and cool, and we thought, that's the toilet for us. That would look really, really nice in our bathroom. So we purchased it. It was a little pricey, but we purchased it. We figured it was worth it. Toilets last a long, long time, right? You'd think. So we took the toilet home, had it installed, and everything was fine for a while, and then it started leaking. And it caused a lot of problems. And then come to find out that over time, it leaked under our nice wood floor. And we couldn't see it, though, because of the skirt. It had the skirting around, so you couldn't really tell it was leaking until long after, and it had gotten really bad. So we finally had to pull. Recently, the leak got so bad we had to pull the toilet out and toilets. And now we're going to shop for another toilet. We're going to have to replace that toilet, and this time we're going to replace it with a regular toilet. The skirting thing, it looked great. It looked really nice, but functionally, you can't really see the leaks until they're really in a bad way. So we thought, we're not doing any more of those skirted toilets. So there's my toilet story, and that went way too long on that. We're not here to talk about to hear my toilet stories, right? Here we go. Here's to. Should we sit on this? No. World Toilet Day. I'll drink to that. Here's the World Toilet Day.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, I think that will do it for the national days. Anyway, this is what we're drinking tonight. We're drinking the Castiglioni Chianti Fresco Baldi. As in Fresco Baldi. Get it? Yeah. Right. So, the national day's done. I think we should get on with the film, don't you? I think that's what we're really, really here for. So I'm going to do a little short setup for the film, waiting for folks to get in the chat and watch this thing. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so here's the backstory on this film. In 1992, my buddies and I, we made this film called Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. Now, we all belong to the local film club. We had a film club in Orlando, Florida, originally called the Cinematography Club of Orlando, which later became the Association of Cinematic Arts. And then once video started becoming a thing and kind of pushing out the Super 8 and the amateur gauge films, video became a thing, so they changed the name to the Association of Cinematic and Video Arts. Now, we made this film as kind of our swan song. We made a lot of little short films, so this was our first and only feature film. And for a long time, we had wanted to just sort of parody the whole filmmaking process and poke a little friendly fun at the club and ourselves. And this was basically poking a lot of fun at ourselves as people that were made little short amateur films just for fun. So we, my friend Jim and I wrote this script, and we said, hey, let's make this film. And we got some of the club members in there. We had some friends of ours, and we put this together. And it took us, I think we worked on the film for about 6 years. This is a project that was 6 years in the making. And it was because it was a low-budget film, and we were just doing it with whatever we had spare cash on hand to go buy film stock and set up, all the shoots and things like that. And everybody was just sort of volunteering their time to do this. So it was really a volunteer effort, and it was just something we were doing just a little bit at a time as we could do it. And 6 years later, in 1992, we premiered the film at a holiday party right around this time, Thanksgiving, around that area. I think it was actually December. I think early December when we actually showed it, or maybe it was Thanksgiving. But we debuted the film to the film club. Rave reviews. Everybody loved the film. And then after that, we said, well, the original plan was to show it around to film festivals, but at that point, there were a lot of other things going on with our lives. We were busy with work and doing other things. Life got in the way, and we wound up kind of shelving it for a long, long time. And I had the film tucked away, and then a few years ago, I told Jim, I said, we need to transfer this film to to a digital. We need to digitize it and get it out there. And he said, yeah. So that's what we did. And once again, it was a long-term project because it was kind of something that I kind of had to do as I could find the time and the money to do it with. It was just a little bit of a project. And so it's done. And tonight I'm going to show it to you. And we're going to have a major release in Thanksgiving 2023. And for those who didn't see the preview at the beginning of the show, I did have a film trailer at the beginning of the show. So I'm not going to show the trailer now, but we will show the film. Let's go ahead and do that. Anyway, I'm going to set up with the first segment of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. And for those who are listening the podcast, obviously you can't see the film in the podcast, but you can go to drinkwithrick.com. We'll have the show. We'll have it put up there on Thanksgiving Day. It's going to be in wide release Thanksgiving Day on YouTube and a couple of other venues, and of course SavoyaMedia.com. Go to the website SavoyaMedia.com. We'll have a page up for it there, and Drink with Rick will have a page up for there, and you can watch the film there for a while. We'll have it up there for a little while so you can see it. Anyway, let's see. Let me check the chats one more time, and it looks like everything is good. I think those who are watching the chat, they came to see the film. So, without any further ado, without any further ado, I think that's how it's pronounced. Let's go ahead and start off with the very first segment of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha.
Surround them and have this big laser battle. Of course, they blow all the enemy guys away and fly off into space. Then the credits go by. Get the lights on.
I like it.
Yeah, really neat.
Well, I thought this thing was supposed to be made out of ice.
Well, that's where you come in, Jeff.
Me?
Yeah, you told me you were good at carving stuff.
Yeah, well, I guess. My uncle was an ice sculptor. He gave me all his old tools when he started freezing ice the way it's supposed to be made.
Why don't we just use a mold?
Does your uncle have a mold that looks like that?
If you want it to look like an airplane. He's got one that looks like a dog.
No, it's got to look just like that, only all frozen. We're going to need some other stuff, too. See, this is where you guys get to show off your creative talents. And remember, we want this to look really professional. We're going to need some ape suits. Now, they can't look like regular apes because they're from another planet. So they've got to look like, what's the word?
Civilized?
No. Yeah, civilized.
So you want it to look something like a Wookiee?
Yeah, but we want them to wear some kind of a suit because we won't be able to put fur all over them.
Too expensive.
Right.
Well, I've got some wigs and stuff we could probably use.
Yeah, you're pretty good at costumes and junk. Remember that thing you made for Donnie's costume?
Yeah, that was really cool.
And we're going to need some guns, too. Maybe you two guys can work on that together.
Well, I don't know. I've never made anything like a gun or anything like that before.
It's no problem. Just look for stuff around your house. Use your imagination.
Well, what kind of stuff?
Something heavy duty, like you hold with two hands.
Like a Whopper?
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Aren't we supposed to go out and eat now?
Okay, let's go eat. Hey Jeff, bring some paper and a pencil, so if we get any ideas, we can write them down while we're eating. Okay? Hey guys, I'm making up some space apes from Iceland off the t-shirts. All right. Great. Hello? 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 Hello, Larry. This is Steve. Did you just call me? Well, somebody did. It wasn't you? I don't know. I was in the shower and I heard the phone ring. I came out here and grabbed it. I thought you were calling me. Well, because I've been trying to get a hold of you all week. I've been trying to get a hold of you all day today. Well, I got a hold of your answering machine. I left a couple of messages. Oh, you haven't been home to get them. Okay, well, I was mainly calling about the film. Yeah, see if everything was set up to shoot this weekend. Well, yeah, well, I'm planning on shooting it this Sunday. Okay, well, how about Monday? I can't do it Tuesday or Thursday. No, Jeff can't do it on Wednesday. He's going to that thing. I can't do it Saturday. How about Friday? Oh, okay, yeah, Sunday sounds good. Okay, Sunday, okay. Hey, and don't forget to bring all that stuff. You know, the stuff. The stuff you're supposed to be working on. Yeah, that stuff. Don't forget to bring it. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. All right. Bye. Hello, is Dave there? This is Steve. Is Dave there? Well, look outside. Maybe he's outside. Hello, Dave. This is Steve. Yeah, I'm just calling to see if everything's all set for shooting this weekend. Well, yeah, I'm planning on shooting Sunday morning. I need to know what time you can be there. Yeah, at my brother's house. Yeah, what time can you make it? How about 7 o'clock? No, we can't do it at, no, if we do it at 11, we won't have time to shoot it all. No, that's too late. That's still too late. Well, okay, how about 8 o'clock? Well, what time can you get there? Okay, 7 o'clock sounds good. We can do it at 7. All right, 7 o'clock. And don't be late, because we need all the daylight we can get, that's why. Okay, 7 o'clock. Sunday morning. Good. Right. Okay, bye. Hey, Jeff, it's me. Yeah, I just called to talk about the film. I don't know. What do you want to eat?
And that is segment 1 of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. Asking questions you want in the chats, whatever. If you want to know more about how we worked on the production end of the film, and anything you want to know about the first 2 scenes. Those were the first 2 scenes of the film. I have something here I want to show you. A couple of things. This is another Super 8 film. To give you an idea of the small gauge of Super 8. And Super 8 is kind of a niche thing nowadays. Back in the 70s to the 90s, that was how we didn't have video cameras in the 70s and the 80s for consumers. They were film. It was all shot on film. It started off with regular 8mm film, which was a small gauge, and in fact, 16mm in the early days, in the 40s and 50s, was really considered a little bit more of a home movie style or a newsreel style of film. But and a lot of TV stations used 16mm back in the day. I used to edit film on 16mm when I worked in television. That was, and of course, and I guess in the late 40s, early 50s, they came out with standard 8mm film. 8mm gauge was about half the width of a 16mm film, and that was really for the home movie enthusiast. So I remember as a kid, when I was really young, that my dad had a standard 8mm camera, and they what they did with this camera, this film, was that they would have it on a double roll, and you'd pop it into the movie camera and expose half the roll, and then you'd open it up and flip it over and expose the other half, and they would slit. It was basically 16mm film. They would take it and slit it in the lab. They'd slit it down the middle to make 8mm. And after a while, around the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, they came up with Super 8 film, and that was to give it a little bit of a larger picture area. They made the sprockets smaller and gave it a larger picture area. So that kind of upped the game a little bit for the home movie maker. And then in the early 70s, they added a little soundtrack to it, sound stripes. So you had sound movie film, and that's what we were shooting on, was the Super 8. I've got a reel of it here. This is actually a reel of Super 8 film. This gives you an idea of just how small the gauge is. This is a really, what camera am I on? Okay, I'm on this camera. Let me switch over to this one. For those who can see it, this is an extremely small gauge of film, and there was a soundtrack on it. I don't know if you can even see the soundtrack on it, but it's, it's really small, hard to see. But that's what we were shooting this film on, and during that period of time, there were a lot of people. It was kind of kind of a hobbyist kind of thing, where a lot of people would get into filmmaking, amateur filmmaking, and shoot on Super 8. And make Super 8 films. That's kind of what we did. But that was eventually replaced with video, with VHS video down the road. That's what this gauge of film was all about. Anyway, there's some more to. I could tell you, I could talk about Super 8 all day. Later on, when video took over, it pretty much took Super 8 out as the primary media for home enthusiasts, people that were just shooting, videos and films for home use, for families and outings and get-togethers and things like that. That's what they were shooting on. Eventually, was video, and the Super 8 almost died, and a lot of people thought Super 8 was dead. But then there was kind of a revival because music videos came around and MTV came around, and there were some filmmakers that were shooting Super 8 to make their videos, their music videos, and it attracted quite a following that's carried on today. So now there's been another resurgence of people that are really, really interested in shooting Super 8. So that's Super 8's making kind of a comeback now as a media. Sort of like the way vinyl records are and cassette audio tapes are in a way. It's kind of a niche, but it's a niche market. Niche. But that's what's happening now. All right, so let's get back to the second. Let me see if there's anybody in the chat who wants to pipe in there with any comments. All right, so let's go ahead and show the second segment. This is the coming up. That was the first segment we saw, and Let's continue on with this. Let me cue that up for the second segment of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha.
Darn, batteries. Dave. Hey, Dave.
Oh,
What are you doing?
sleeping. What time is it?
It's 9:15. You were supposed to be here at 9 o'clock.
Where's everybody else?
Everybody else is late, too. When did you get here?
About 6.
6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Why so early?
Well, I didn't want to be late.
Did you get the stuff?
Yeah, it's in the trunk.
Let's get it. What's this?
It's carpet fuzz.
Ooh, gross. Where'd you get it?
Off the floor.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna put it on your face. Oh, cool. Is this a spaceship? What are these for?
They're to hang it up with.
That's just a stupid hunk of ice.
That's because it's not done yet. It already looks better than your stupid ape suits.
You guys really think I look like a space ape?
I didn't know apes were supposed to have long hair.
Look, these apes are from another planet. Maybe they just look this way.
Yeah, maybe they don't have barber shops.
It'll look better once he has a gun.
By the way, Dave, I thought you and Larry were supposed to bring the guns.
That must be Larry.
It's either him or Bernard.
Who's Bernard? Who's Bernard?
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
So he's supposed to be the other crew guy.
Oh, well, when's he supposed to be here?
About half an hour ago.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I want to get something to eat before I start covering up in this hunk of ice. Now I don't want to stop once I get
Have you eaten
started.
breakfast yet?
Yeah, I'm starving. Let's go. We'll have to take Larry's car since it's in front of everyone else's.
Where are we going to eat?
We'll figure that out on the way over there. But I already ate. That's okay. I brought the script. You can practice your lines while we're eating. Well, I guess it was just one of those things. You thought I was going to do it.
And I thought he was gonna do it.
Well, we can't worry about that now. We're just going to have to improvise.
I think I have a few ideas.
Well, I sure hope so, because we can't do the scene without guns, and we're going to have to start shooting as soon as Bernard gets here. I hope he didn't get here yet.
Who's Bernard?
Hey, Steve, you got an extension cord I can run outside?
Yeah, I'll go get you one.
We better start putting together that other junk.
All right, you go ahead. I'll be there in a minute. I can't believe what time it is. We're gonna have to shoot the bridge scene first. We don't need Bernard for that.
Who's Bernard?
Hey, can you guys give me a hand with the set real quick?
Sure.
Sure.
Do you want to be a space ape? Then you better help me set this stuff up quick.
It's a drag.
What'd you say?
It's a drag.
Do it anyway.
You better help me set this stuff up quick. You better help me set this stuff up quick.
Here.
Oh,
What's less?
here you go.
Oh, thanks. Say, the room looks pretty big once you take out all the furniture.
Hey, when are we gonna do that stuff outside of the spaceship?
Well, we'll have to wait till the light's just right for the forced perspective shot.
Well, how are we gonna have it in front of the camera?
Well, I've been thinking about that. We can just have somebody hold it.
That's stupid. It looked like crap. I thought we were gonna have a stand or something.
Look, first of all, I don't want to worry about that right now. And besides, this is a low-budget film. The trick is to cut corners and still make it look good.
But we don't have to hack it to pieces.
Good thing I brought a backup block.
And that was segment 2. There's a couple more scenes from Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. Once again, this is what we're drinking tonight, by the way. This is the Castiglioni Chianti, Frescobaldi. It's actually a very nice wine, and I think it is, maybe it is the perfect wine to pair with this movie. Maybe it is. I'm starting to think that way. By the way, I want to show you something. This is, you may recognize it. Look for it in the next segment, but I think you'll recognize this as one of the actual. This is one of the actual scripts. It was also used as a prop in the film, but this is actually one of the actual scripts from Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. This is the actual shooting script from it. There are a few variations. We stuck pretty close to the script for the most part. There are a few variations, and we did allow to ad-lib a little bit, and we did. Here's the thing. My friend Jim and I, we made this film together. We wrote the script together. We both produced it, but we kind of had this deal where I was going to pretty much do a lot of the acting and the editing, and then he was going to do the directing. He was going to direct the film. So that was our deal. We both produced it. We both scripted it. We collaborated on all of it, but we also, to keep too many cooks out of the kitchen, so to speak, we also had we decided to have designated, tasks for each of us. And I was primarily going to handle the editing of it. And this is how we kind of broke up the creative collaboration here. Not broke it up, but kind of segmented the collaboration so that we didn't have any issues in that regard. Was that he would do the direction of the film itself, and then I would have the editing, and that way we would both have some creative control over it, because there's a lot of creative control when you're editing the film. There's a lot when you're directing, but there's also a lot when you're editing, so that we kind of evened it out that way. And that's how we were able to work on the film together so well. Jim and I have worked on a lot of films in the past, collaborated on a lot of films, and we've kind of handled it a lot like that. Just both, we both had a very similar vision to what we wanted to do with the film. And in this case, Space Apes, there is a little variation here that I'd like to point out. When Steve and Dave are having that little interaction, when Steve goes out and sees Dave sleeping in the car, and then he's asking Dave why he got there so early, and he didn't want to be late. So the line was supposed to be, the way that we had it written was, did you bring the junk? That's what I'm supposed to say, Steve. Did you bring the junk? And Dave is supposed to say, it's in the trunk. We kind of, that was one of the areas where we shot it a couple of different ways. We shot it one way where, it sounded a little bit, when we wrote it, it seemed to sound kind of funny. Did you bring the junk? It's in the trunk. It was supposed to rhyme. But then when we got to shooting it, we weren't sure if that was really going to work that well. So we shot it a couple of ways. And the one that we wound up using in the end was the one where I say, have you got the stuff? And he says, it's in the trunk. But we did, we shot on a 2.5 to 1 ratio on that, where we shot like for every 2.5 to 3 takes, we got a take out of. There were a few scenes where we had to do a bunch of takes on, but there were some that we got them on second, third take, and then we just sort of picked out which one we liked the best, and that's what we went with. Anyway, let's go ahead with the next segment of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. Let me go ahead and cue that up. And we're ready there with segment 3. Yes, we are. I'm really liking this wine, by the way, and I think it's a really good fit for this film. So let me check the chats one more time, and look good. Everybody wants to just watch the film, sit back and watch the film, so that's good with me. I like to do the same thing, and I'll be drinking. Hopefully we're all drinking together. Here is segment 3 of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha.
Okay, now this is the view screen on the ship. So act like you're really seeing something, okay? I've got to map it in the planet later, so don't stand in front of it.
Yeah, we know.
Why don't you guys practice your lines a few times?
Take a look at this, Captain. The planet is coming into view.
Yeah, that's Earth, all right?
Being from Earth, this trip must mean something special to you.
Special, indeed. And to you.
No. It's not and to you. It's and to you.
And to you.
Try it again.
Take a look at this, Captain. The planet is coming into view.
Yeah, that's Earth. All right?
Being from Earth, this must mean something special to you.
Special indeed, and to you.
No, 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 no! Not like that. It's not and to you, it's and to you.
And to you?
Exactly. Now, this was going to be a take, so do it right.
Okay. Hurry up.
Look here, in the planet's coming right into blue. Into the great, it's all brown, green, white, and blue. I guess it could be something special to you. In the view, it's just all right, and you, it's just all right. Oh no, that line's not right. Do it again, and get it right here. The planet's coming right into view. Into the great, it's all brown, green, white, and blue. I guess it's tribute something special to you. Do you? No. That line's just alright. Do it again and get it right. It takes all night. Get it right.
Well, it's not done yet. How are you guys doing in there?
Well, just finished shooting the scene with Larry and Dave. I decided to let you play Bernard's part.
Me? Well, what about this?
Just take what you got and put it in the freezer.
All right.
What happened?
Oh, somebody knocked into the light and the bulb blew.
Well, I guess I'm ready.
Here,
What's this?
it's your gun.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'm not. Look, you hold it like this. Hey. Okay, well, you're gonna have to hurry up and learn your lines while we change the set. Larry, Dave, can you give me a hand real quick?
Sure.
We call us filmmakers, yes indeed. We try to do the best we can. Without a million bucks and expertise to put our ideas in the can. We work with shoestring budgets endlessly to bring our visions to the screen. We work with Super 8 exclusively because we can't afford 16. Where have you gone? Did you give up on it too? You were a pioneer of Super 8. Are you now a video guru? We call us filmmakers, samples all the time, although we're not professional men. Some of us haven't made a film before. We dream our own reality.
Okay, now you guys think you're ready? Hey, what'd you guys do to that lamp?
What makes you think we did something to the lamp?
He's blowing the bulb.
Well, so did that one.
I guess we're just gonna have to bounce this one off the ceiling. Look,
Okay.
you guys practice your lines and I'll fix the lighting.
Okay. Oh, here. Okay, this is where I come around the corner and say, Captain, your samples have been prepared. And you say, Captain, the captain has requested that all samples be reprocessed.
No, no. I said the captain has requested that all samples be retransferred to processing.
That's not what it says. Here, look.
Let me see. Hey, Steve, how come his version's different from mine?
Oh, well, I never got a chance to make any copies of from the script, so you got the first draft and Jeff has the second.
But mine doesn't have any of that.
I know. You got the final draft. I cut that scene out. Come on in.
Hi, I'm Bernard. Hey, that looks nice. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're having a blast.
Yeah, you should have been here earlier. We got to go out and eat and everything.
Yeah, that must have been when I called. Nobody answered.
What happened? You were supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. We've been waiting for you all day.
Well, that's what I came to talk to you about. I just stopped by to give you back your script.
What do you mean?
Can I talk to you outside for a minute?
I guess you guys can take 5. So what's up?
I don't think I'm going to be able to do the role.
Huh?
Actually, I'm giving up acting and modeling.
But you haven't done anything yet. I mean, you're so talented.
Bernard has lots of talents, don't you, Bernard?
I don't get it. I thought you were all excited about being one of the crew guys. And we
Well-
were counting on you.
I was excited at the time, and I still am, for you guys. I just don't think I could get into my character right now. I've just been pressing myself too hard lately. I haven't even had a chance to look at your script. I've had 3 auditions in the last week. My car's still in the shop. I haven't even had time to pick that up.
Look, it's okay if you just learn the lines as we do them. Nobody else memorized anything.
I told you wouldn't understand.
Bernard's decided to come work for my mother in her gift shop.
What are they doing?
They're talking. And what's his name brought his girlfriend?
Let's see.
Oh. Maybe she wants to be in a film.
Nah, she probably read the script and told him how stupid it was.
Yeah, well, I guess it took a lot of courage.
Hey, something I can always fall back on. Oh, by the way, what time is it? My watch has stopped.
It's about 2:45.
I was supposed to be somewhere half an hour ago. I got to be going. I hate to go, but I promised. You know. Before I go, though, there's something I want you to have. It's my card. The last one I have.
Bernard Davis, professional acting and modeling. Hey, thanks, but I already have 2 of these.
That's okay. You can keep it.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, same here.
What's wrong with him?
He's a jerk. Come on, we gotta film him.
And so ends segment 3 of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. I'm still going on the script. I don't know if you caught it, but you may have seen this prop used in that scene where they were going over the script discrepancies. And this was an actual script that they used as a prop in the film. And original script, I think I have. This is probably the only one left in existence. I don't know if Jim has a copy left, but I think this is the only one left in existence. And we pretty much stuck close to most of the script. And there were some variations, and there were some things that we added in that we wanted to add in. Stuff when we were on the set shooting, and we would make a few changes on the fly just to spice things up a little bit, just to make it a little bit more interesting. But for the most part, yeah, pretty much what we wrote is what wound up on the final film. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat here, and let me know. This film, once again, Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha, is going to premiere in its entirety, the full film, on Thanksgiving Day, and it will be viewable at drinkwithrick.com and savoyamedia.com, and we're going to multi-stream it to a few, multi-stream it. Savoy TV, I think, is one of the venues that we're going to be using, and this will be on Thanksgiving Day. All right, so let's go ahead with the 4th segment. Let's get the 4th segment rolling here. I've got it queued up. Here is segment 4 of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha.
Okay, what are we doing? Okay, when I yell action, I want you guys to start over there and run towards the camera, all right? Now,
Where?
Jeff, down there.
Okay.
Except for you. Jeff, I want you to hold the ice ship in front of the camera for the forced perspective shot. All right? Now it's going to be take.
Well, how far do you want us to go back?
Just, I'll tell you when to stop. Just go. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough right there. Okay, ready?
Wait, you want me to hold this up?
Yeah, run in front of the camera. Let's go. Ready?
It's cold. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't got my hand, do you?
That's good. A little higher. Okay. Okay.
Oh, hang on. Let me get this towel.
Action. Okay, it's good. Keep coming. Cut.
What's wrong now?
Do it again. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold it up. Higher. Okay. Action.
I thought the line was supposed to be just right for this kind of a shot.
Cut. You're too far away. Start from right there.
Wow, that
Start
ice
from right
started
there. Okay,
cracking,
hold it.
man.
Just don't move. Don't move. That's good. Okay, get ready to do it again.
This
You got
ice
it?
started cracking.
Okay, what was your question?
I thought the line had to be just right for this kind of a shot.
Well, it is just right.
But it's raining.
Well, that's the whole idea.
Oh.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oops.
You got it?
I don't know
Why don't
if
you
this-
hold it higher this time?
I'm gonna try. This ice is cracking. Ooh.
Just pick it up from the sides.
What's he doing?
I don't know. tired of this crap.
This stuff is really getting on my nerves.
I keep on inhaling this stuff all the time, coughing. And it's cold.
When
too.
is he gonna...
He never tells us what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay, Jeff, I want you to pick it up and hold it in front of the camera.
Alright.
And higher this time. Okay? Okay, higher. No, a little lower. Okay, that's good. That's good.
It's dripping.
It's okay. That's good. All right, ready? Action.
The spaceship's dripping.
We're rolling. Oh, cut.
What's wrong now?
We ran out of film.
Is this it?
No.
Is this it?
No, I need 8mm videotape.
I'll be with you in a minute. I think I know what you're looking for. Is this it?
No, that's 8mm motion picture film. I need video.
We don't get much call for video anymore. We have some infrared movie film. I don't see it here. What did you say the name was?
I don't believe I gave it. Steve Elger. Eljer.
I don't see it here. It takes about a week to process. When did you turn it in?
I turned it in over 2 weeks ago.
Oh, just a minute. Hey, Earl, we got anything back there for an Elger?
I'm just finishing up now. Just 5 more feet.
What's he doing now?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Wait a minute, let me see.
Wait a minute, you're in the way.
Well, I can't see.
So neither can I. Wait. I think I see him getting up. Okay, I know which shot this is. Jeff, watch this. Watch this. Hey, what happened?
Oh man, I think you ran out of film.
You're kidding.
Did you get the whole tape?
I don't know. Let's look at it again.
Why don't we use the projector?
Nah, the projector might eat it up. Besides, we don't have a 3-prong adapter.
A 3-prong adapter?
Yeah, a 3-prong adapter.
Oh yeah, 3-prong adapter. If only Captain Filmmaker were here. He'd have a 3-prong adapter.
Only there really was a Captain Filmmaker. Maybe he could tell us how to fix this film.
Let's watch the other reel. What's this?
I don't know. Hey, I know what this is. This is that film we shot 2 years ago that we were supposed to rotoscope. I must have grabbed the wrong reel.
Hey, this came out pretty good. Maybe we can use this instead.
That's not funny.
Well, where's the other reel?
Right here. I used it to shoot the credits with last night and I didn't have time to turn it in.
We've only got 2 hours before the meeting.
So, no problem. I'm going to
what? To what?
To develop it myself.
Oh. Okay. What?
I'm going to develop it myself.
But what do you know about developing film?
Hey, I took a black and white photography course once. I've got the developing tank and all the chemicals I need to do it. It'll only take an hour.
But this is color film. What if you screw it up?
Jeff, trust me.
That was segment 4. Now, we did a lot of ad-libbing in this film, and when it came to the scene where we were doing all the shooting outside in the rain, with holding up the little ice ship, or what was supposed to be an ice ship, basically just a block of ice, and we went out there and Jim and I were saying, we've got some ideas here, but let's kind of ad-lib this a little bit, this scene, and see what we can come up with that would be kind of fun. So that's what we did. So the rest of the film was fairly strictly scripted, but that particular scene we decided, let's play around with this a little bit, and try to give it as real a real-world situation in shooting a film, a low-budget film on Super 8 at the time, as possible. So that's what we did, and I think the results were pretty decent. All right, well, coming up next, we've got the final. This is the final segment of the film. This is the exciting conclusion of Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. It's basically, if you haven't figured it out already, this is basically a film within a film. It's a film about some guys making a film. And Tom Antio says, great movie. Well, thanks, Tom Antio. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. You know what? It's turned out that this wine is a pretty good wine to go with this movie. I'm liking it a lot. And once again, this is what we're drinking. It's called Castiglioni Chianti Frescobaldi, 13% ABV. And I haven't gone that far down into the bottle, to be honest. Let me put this up on there we go. I haven't really been drinking. I've been watching the film more than drinking, but I've had a little bit of the wine with the film, and it seems to pair well with the film, in my personal opinion. I do recommend this Chianti. This is actually a very good wine. I picked it up at Total Wine for $13.99. I like it very much, so I might have another bottle. And a shout out to Seth over at Total Wine in Promenade over in Charlotte, South Charlotte. I want to say thanks. Appreciate the recommendations, and good job. Thank you. All right, let's get back to the film. Here is the exciting conclusion to Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha.
Well, how is it?
best I could, but I'm afraid we lost it.
Oh, no. No.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, we'll bring our film back. Totally ruined our film.
Well, it isn't totally ruined. Something came out. See?
Here, let me see that.
Jeff, it's still wet.
This is pretty neat.
Hey, yeah. You know, I bet if we smear this around some more and put it to music, it'll look pretty good.
Here then, you do it. I'm tired of messing with it. The meeting starts in an hour, and I wanna get something to eat first.
All right, you go ahead, and I'll fix it up and bring it to the meeting.
Okay.
Huh.
Steve, you sure you don't want to come in and watch it?
No. I'm not coming until it's over. Maybe not even then.
It's almost over now. Are you sure you're running the right reel?
I don't know. What's the difference?
You're right.
I don't understand what happened. It all started out so organized, so...
Perfect?
No, yeah, perfect. It was supposed to be the greatest thing ever shot on Super 8. And it all turned out like crud.
Tell them it's experimental.
Hey, mister, you want to buy an E&H projector bulb?
What?
I said, do you want to buy an E&H projector bulb? It's only $15.
No, I don't want to buy an E&H projector bulb.
Okay.
Hey, Steve, the projector bulb just blew. Do you got a spare? It's an E&H.
No. Wait a minute.
Hey, can you believe that film took first place?
You're kidding. It won?
It was a great production. It's really done well.
My film won?
No, my film won.
Your film stunk.
Jump. You're right.
Hey man, wake up. We gotta get this thing done if you want to go eat lunch.
Oh, yeah, right. Man, I'm glad you woke me up. I was having another one of those nightmares where I was a filmmaker. Whoa. You know, I'm glad I'm a ditch digger. Yes.
Captain Filmmaker.
You're too late. The movie's over.
Yes, but I got a three-prong adapter.
Yeah, big deal. Bet you don't have an E&H projector bulb.
I did, but some kid took it.
Here we go. Sorry, I had the mic off. All right, and that is Space Apes from Ice Planet Alpha. That was our feature film on Super 8. Big, fantastic film that we did in 1992 on a very, very low budget. I think we did that for, the total budget for that film was under $5,000. I think with everything that we did, it was well under that. The restoration and everything that I've done here has been another, few $1,000s for that over time, and with the various expenses, and so it's under a budget of I'd say less than $10,000 on that. I was just an estimate, but less than that. But that's the film. And one little thing that I just wanted to point out, and I was looking at the original script, but the two characters there that come out towards the end of the film, that the one guy says my film won, and the other lady who says my film that my film stunk. They were originally the names that were in there. There were Doris and Scott and Doris Robinson. Those were the original names of the characters, and that was actually the names of the actual actors that were supposed to play the part. The people who wound up playing the part were different people. Scott and Doris Robinson were an elderly couple that were in our film club at the time, and they made a lot of travelogue films. Now, as I said before, this film took us about 6 years to make. So by the time we got to that scene, I think either Scott or Doris or maybe both of them had wound up in hospice or passed away or whatever, and they were an elderly couple. They had passed on at that point, so we had to recast those two characters, and we recasted them with Will Campbell, who I've mentioned on the show in the past. Will Campbell, who played the guy whose film actually won, and then a lady by the name of Jeannie Doris, who was just, I think she was really perfect for the part because of the way she delivered that line. It was just, I thought she was a great asset to that scene. It fit it perfectly. Anyway, so it worked out that these two people who were cast in that scene, really, I think they made that scene. They really did. Anyway, so that was the film. If you have any other questions, you can email me too at savoyamedia.com. Email me at savoyamedia.com with any questions or queries about the film. We're going to have a big premiere for this on Thanksgiving Day at drinkwithrick.com, savoyamedia.com, and a couple of other venues, Savoya TV. We're going to live stream it there as well. So I hope you'll, if you want to watch the film again, feel free to join in for the big premiere there. As for the wine, once again, the final review of the wine, the Castiglioni Chianti. I think it was a perfect choice for this film. Frescobaldi, that's this is a great wine. It's a 2020 wine, 13% ABV, and yes, as it's opened up more, still getting the cherry on the nose, cherry and strawberry in the mouth, and a nice mouthfeel. By the way, it's a nice, pleasant wine to drink, medium bodied. some tannin, not a whole lot, but some tannin, kind of medium tannin, and fairly fruity, but it's very nicely matured, and I think that it has a nice long finish, by the way. I like this wine. I think it would pair very well with a lot of different foods. It paired very well with the cheeses. I do want to take this time out, take a moment and try it out with the pumpkin pie, because we're getting close to the holidays, and I have not tried it with the pumpkin pie, so we're going to have a little piece of this pumpkin pie, try it with the wine. That should work pretty well. Let's give it a try here. I got so engrossed in the movie, watching the movie, that I forgot to eat the pie. I was going to eat it during the movie, and I forgot. So, good pie, by the way. Oh, wow. It goes really good with the wine. I like that. Oh, yeah. I'd say this Chianti pairs very well with the pie. In fact, I think I'm going to have some more of it. But it's time to go. Time to close up the show tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining me here in the chat, and Tom Antio for being here, and everybody who was watching but was not. Actually, I think everybody was just more interested in watching the film here than chatting tonight. But I want to thank everybody who joined me on Facebook and YouTube and Odyssey, and although they got into Odyssey kind of late, and Twitch, because Odyssey started late. That was my fault. I didn't really set the time up properly. But I want to say thank you for being here tonight. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate each and every one of you. As a reminder, we have a special Thanksgiving show this Thursday evening for Thanksgiving. Thursday, November 23rd, 2023. We'll have it's only an hour show, but I'm going to open a Chardonnay. We're going to pair it with some turkey and the trimmings and see how that pairs up. And just sit back and enjoy our Thanksgiving and everything that we have to be thankful for. Until then, though, there is one more celebrity I want to bring out, and I think we all know who it is. It is none other than Roadkill Bill. Yes, the inevitable, the chewed up Roadkill Bill. And he has a special message for everybody. The message is, please do not drink and drive. Please drink in the comfort of your home, your apartment, your hotel room, your dwelling, wherever it is. Don't drink and drive. It's very dangerous for you and those around you. If you have to call someone, call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a cab, call a friend, someone who you trust that hasn't been drinking also, a designated driver to drive you home. Otherwise, just stay put. Just stay where you are. Please, it's not worth it. And think of others as well as yourself. Please do not drink and drive. Also, do not text and drive, because that's also very dangerous. Because I do care about each and every one of you, and I want you to have a great week. But most of all, I want you to have a safe week. So you can join me here next week and this coming Thursday evening for the special Thanksgiving episode. And we can all get together and drink with Rick. Good night.